probably read about the devastating Luna UST crash Terraform Labs experienced in May 2022 if you keep up at all with cryptocurrency news. These two cryptocurrencies subsequently lost almost all of their value, which led to numerous recommendations from the Terra community regarding what ought to be done next. Do Kwon, the CEO of Terraform Labs, ultimately concluded that a hard fork of the Terra blockchain would be the best course of action. Now, this was replaced by Luna 2.0, but what exactly is new about Luna 2.0 and how is it better than its predecessor? Now, before we get started with this video, let me welcome you guys to my channel. I am Cryptstar Mac, and this channel is dedicated to giving you guys the latest crypto news on the tube. Let me go ahead and be clear that I'm not a financial advisor, and what I say in this video is not financial advice. This video is for educational purposes only, so do your own research before investing. Without any further delay, let's go ahead and start the video. When Luna UST started crashing, the Terra community kept buying the dip over and over and over. Catch a falling knife, right? And started making suggestions to Do Kwon and Terraform developers. Now, one particular idea was mass burning, including a public burn address in the same post. Kwon claimed on Twitter that this would not benefit the Terra investors at all. Additionally, Do Kwon proposed a hard fork of the Terra blockchain, which received conflicting reactions from the community. Nevertheless, despite the criticism, Do Kwon persisted with this choice, and Luna 2.0 went live on May 28, 2022, just weeks before the new blockchain was processed. Now, the launch was accompanied by an airdrop to encourage new investments, and that's why the native coin of the original Terra blockchain is now known as Terra Luna Classic, or Luna C for short. Now, what makes this new blockchain so unique, and what are its goals? To help Terra and its investors recover from the devastating losses they suffered as a result of the Terra Luna crash, the new Luna blockchain was developed because so many people had suffered financial losses as a result of the crash. Terra Labs decided the best way to make up for their investors' losses was by using a new blockchain and cryptocurrency. Now, before the crash, those who owned the tokens received 35% of the total supply, while UST holders only received 10%. I don't know if that's fair. Let me know in the comments below. Investors who kept their Luna or UST holdings after the crash will receive a bonus of 25%. The amount each investor receives is based on how much of either token they held before the airdrop, which leads us to the next question of this video. What is really the difference here? Like between Luna 2.0 and Luna Classic, what's the difference? Now, the main distinction between Luna and Luna 2.0 is that the latter won't rely on any kind of relationship between an altcoin and a stablecoin. Now, the original Luna cryptocurrency's relationship with Terra Labs' algorithmic stablecoin, Terra USD, helped it maintain its value to the US dollar. That's the UST. In this relationship, when the supply or demand of one coin fluctuated excessively, the other coin was either minted or burned. Now, on paper, this seems like a good idea, but algorithmic stablecoins are much more volatile and riskier than stablecoins that are typically backed by a physical asset. So this algorithm made it possible to maintain the relationship between Luna and UST, which led to a significant price decline for both coins. They also called this the death spiral. Now, this was coupled with a change to Anchor Protocol's UST savings returns as well. Now that Luna 2.0 is independent of any stablecoin, algorithmic or not, it appears that Terraform Labs has learned from its lesson. However, after its release, the price of Luna 2.0 fell significantly. Its price dropped to an all-time low of $334 at the beginning of June 2022. The main reason for this is that the following happened in May. Now, everyone in the market is pretty much aware of this. It's very, very difficult to win back investors' trust after such a severe crash. And this is evident in the poor price performance of Luna 2.0 since its release. Now, in addition to this, Do Kwon, the CEO of Terraform Labs, is being investigated by the South Korean government due to the failure of the Luna UST and the losses of their investors. Now, fraud is just one of the accusations made against Do Kwon. Scandalous situation. Terraform Labs' legal counsel also seems to have resigned, which doesn't look too good for Do Kwon. Now, Daniel Shin, a co-founder of Kwon, is also the subject of investigation, and it's not really surprising that Luna 2.0 is already struggling because of these legal ramifications. Now, the next question, which you should be thinking about, is that there is a lot of people still holding their Luna Classic, but will Luna Classic survive? And before we jump into that, let me add one more thing. One of Luna's famous holders had posted about his losses on social media. His name was JJ Olatunji. And sorry if I destroyed your name. He is also known by his stage name KSI. And he's a British rapper and a YouTuber, and he revealed that he had actually lost 2.8 million he invested in Do Kwon's defunct cryptocurrency, Terra Luna. And basically his investment of 2.8 million dropped to $1,000 the day of the crash, and then in days after that it dropped all the way down to $100. Whew, that's a burn. Now, just a note, KSI has actually lost six figures trading other cryptocurrencies before. This is not his first time, but he also admitted in January that he also lost another $5.1 million trading cryptocurrency in 2021, and warned his audience about the risks of leveraged trading, which is basically when you use your assets to go ahead and buy more assets, and basically when the price crashes, you ended up getting zeroed out in the end. So anyways, it's very important to remember that the Luna token has an unlimited supply and is currently experiencing severe hyperinflation. And this makes it less appealing to the small number of self-described lunatics who believe that the cryptocurrency might recover. Additionally, you should be aware that according to Forex Street, which is a crypto news, sort of really big crypto news hub, the group of validators, as well as Do Kwon, intended to restart the Terra 2.0 chain for a month, and according to their chat from the War Room. However, it is unknown if this was actually the objective. With Do Kwon's approval, the group, the validators, ultimately decided to restart the Terra chain without going through the community governance, which really is a big slap in the face to the community. Now, the group further abandoned on-chain governance because, well, according to the final hours of the catastrophic crash, many people bought billions of Luna Classic, previously Terra tokens, outright. This would have given any of the participants who basically gathered the most Luna Classic tokens control over the on-chain governance, therefore giving Terra Labs as well as Do Kwon pretty much no power. Now, according to on-chain data, Luna Classic's social dominance had decreased since the introduction of the new Luna 2.0 token, and within a week, Luna Classic's dominance fell by 84%. Now, social dominance reveals whether or not market participants are talking about the token. And as a result, Luna Classic is no longer well liked in the neighborhood. Even Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, acknowledged in an interview that Terra had received a $3 million investment from Binance Labs in 2018, and 50 million Luna tokens were given to Binance in return for their investment. So basically, theoretically, Binance lost 1.6 billion of their investment they made at the top. But CZ claimed that Binance lost 53% of the invested capital and made no money from the position. Unlike other significant organizations, Binance neither sold its holdings of the algorithmic stablecoin UST to retail investors during the crash, nor did it buy the Luna token. Additionally, there have been claims that the CEO of Binance supported Do Kwon's Terra relaunch and the new Luna 2.0 token. However, CZ stated in his interview with Fortune that he has never actually spoken with Do Kwon directly. So now that you guys are clear about the situation and the major differences between Luna Classic and Luna 2.0, then I think it's time to move on to our final question. Even though the things and processes have changed in Luna 2.0 from Luna Classic, personally what I think right now is that it's really impossible to predict what will happen to the markets given everything that has happened with the Terraform Labs and cryptocurrencies during the first half of 2022. Will confidence among investors return? Will Luna 2.0 experience a significant value increase? We currently have no choice but to wait and see how Luna 2.0 performs in the market, even when the current trend is bearish. So speaking finally of the technical analysis created by CoinDex, it indicates that the sentiment is still influencing Luna. However, Wallet investors' bullish prediction for the price of Luna 2.0 cryptocurrency indicated that the coin may increase to $58.54 by the end of 2022 and $105 by the end of 2023. What do you guys think? Do you guys really think that Luna can recover? That Luna 2.0 can reach these new all-time highs? Furthermore, according to Telegon's Luna 2.0 price forecast, it would cost an average of $61 in 2025 and $185 in 2030, up from $21 in 2022. So let's go ahead and see if Luna can recover. So that is the end of the video for today, explaining what the differences are between Terra Luna Classic and Terra Luna 2.0, as well as all of the developments and things going on while the fork was occurring. I really hope that helped you guys get a better understanding, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Thank you for viewing, everybody. Peace out.